Hey, how's it going? It's Aaron Chen. Welcome back to day number 2 of the 1% formula. In the first episode, we spoke a little bit more about the pyramid of success, right? What you need to do to build a strong foundation in order for you to become a 1% earner, and how you separate yourself from the 99% of people who are not making any money online. And in today's episode, I'm going to be revealing to you the strategy that a lot of people are actually teaching other people out there, and this is kind of the main reason why a lot of people are confused and they're failing, okay? Now, in this strategy today, let me just check my notes here. I'm literally going to lay out the wrong strategy, and then we'll talk about what you actually have to do to do the right thing, okay? So this is what everyone is being taught online, which is really crazy, okay? So I'm just going to call this the wrong strategy. Okay, and you see this everywhere. It's really, really weird. Like if you go onto ClickBank, for example, ClickBank is a huge online affiliate website. Okay, so you can go there and you can pick lots of different products in lots of different niche areas. And if you're looking at the niche of internet marketing, which is what we're talking about, right? Because this is where I've made most of my money from. A lot of them will teach this really, really strange strategy, which I don't recommend at all, right? Back in 2009, they were teaching this a lot, 2010, but nowadays it doesn't work. Now let me share with you exactly what this is, okay? So basically the way it works is, this is what they say. They say all you need to do is you need to basically create a duplicated website. So there's a lot of software that's being sold online, right? So software. And this is, it's like a duplicated, a duplicated done for you type of business, right? Website. And all they do is they create this website for you. It's a software, and it basically pulls a lot of information from online. It populates the website, and then all you need to do is you need to go to websites like ClickBank, for example, which is a huge marketplace. You sign up for these products for free, and you stick all of them on your website. Okay, so what happens is you basically have a website that has a whole bunch of affiliate offers on the site. That's kind of it. Okay, and then what you need to focus on doing is 2 things really. They talk about one strategy, which is basically to rank this website on the first page of Google. Okay, so let's just say that this is your search engine, and let's just say this is Google, right? They want you to rank this website on position number 1 here. So let me get a different pen just to show you how this works, right? So they want you to rank here so that when people look for a particular keyword, can you see that? Okay, so when people look for a particular keyword, your website ranks on the first page, okay? So, so there are a couple of problems with that, first of all, okay? The first problem is anytime that you're trying to game Google, that means you're trying to game the Google algorithm, it's not a good idea, all right? I know this because I think in about, when was it, 2011, 2012, I really tried very hard to go down that SEO route to rank my websites on Google. And the problem is that Google knows that people are trying to game their system. Google is very clever, remember, they're a billion-dollar company, right? So they're constantly changing the algorithm, right? So let's just say you're lucky enough to get on the first page of Google for a particular keyword. Google changes the algorithm every couple of weeks. So if they do an update, it's very, very possible that your website will go from number 1 all the way down to page 5. Okay? So you were on search result number 1, you could end up on page 5 of the actual search engine, which means that nobody will be able to find your website anymore. That's a big problem, okay? So it's a very, very risky strategy. I wouldn't do it, okay? The other thing that they tell you to do is to have this website with all of these offers on there. It's a duplicated site, and all you have to do is just drive lots of traffic and eyeballs to that website. Okay, and they expect that people are going to land on it, they're going to see the offers, and they're going to buy. Okay, now let me first explain something to you. Okay, this is really, really important for you to understand. When it comes to affiliate marketing, this is what 99% of the people that don't make any money do, right? They think that it's all about having some sort of website and just slamming offers in front of people. That's what they think it is, okay? Because the more offers you show people, the more people are going to buy. The more people get on your email list, for example, the more you email them and hassle them and slam them over the head with a opportunity to buy, the more that they'll buy your stuff. Okay, here's the thing. This is a huge myth, all right? So you can see it right now. This is a massive myth. The myth is that people will buy your stuff if you put it in front of them. They're not gonna buy your stuff if you put it in front of them, okay? So don't do it, right? So the truth is that in this day and age, in 2018, 2019, 2020 and beyond, people don't buy from what I call faceless websites anymore. This is a faceless website, okay? Faceless. That means it's like a website with a whole bunch of offers and there's no personality. You're not on the website, you don't have your own video there, they're not building a relationship with anyone. It's just a faceless website. Now, don't get me wrong, if you were to send thousands and thousands of eyeballs to this website, eventually you might make a couple of sales here and there, right? But you're not going to be able to make enough to be profitable, which means that you're going to go broke very, very quickly and you're going to quit, okay? So you don't want to use this strategy. This is not the strategy you want to use. So anytime you see this where they say send a lot of traffic to a website where you've got a whole bunch of offers on there, people are not going to buy. So this is a myth, all right? So this is the first thing that I wanted to tell you. Now, what actually works is this, and I'll show you the strategy that I use in a second, okay? Now, this is what you should be doing. You should be building value. Okay, remember in lesson number 1, I spoke about how you shouldn't be a person who who tries to be successful. You should be a person who tries to build value and bring value to the marketplace. Well, it's all about value, okay? Because remember that there's so many offers out there. There are so many affiliate marketers on internet land, right? So 99% of affiliate marketers do what I showed you just now. And they're not getting any results from it. They're just slamming offer after offer after offer in front of people, right? So what you need to do instead is you need to take a step back and you need to say, okay, I'm not gonna go for the fast sale, right? I'm gonna take my time, I'm gonna build a relationship with my potential prospects and I'm gonna give them value. Now, how do you do this, right? So first of all, and I'm gonna show you this in more detail tomorrow, but this is basically how it works, right? You generate traffic towards a website. Now, this website is something that you own, okay? Now, this website is called, this here is where you enter and ask for an email address, okay? This is called a capture page. This is a website you own. You use your funnel builder to build this website, all right? Now, when people land here, they see something interesting and then they leave their email address in there to get your free offer or whatever you're giving them, and then they will actually enter their email address in exchange for that, and then it goes into your what's called an autoresponder. Okay, now an autoresponder is basically a software. We spoke about it last week, right? Sorry, yesterday. And what we spoke about in there is that this autoresponder will collect the emails and then slowly email and follow up with your list on an automated basis. That's how you build a relationship. Now, what a lot of people do is they send the same sales message back to the person over and over and over again. So imagine if your poor prospects, okay, sales page, imagine if they see the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? Don't you think they're going to get bored? Now, this is, again, what 99% of all internet marketers do, right? Because they think in their head, they're like, okay, I'm here to sell something, so I'm going to sell it to them, right? And so this kind of situation happens over and over and over again, and they're not actually adding any value at all, right? And so what happens is people get sick and tired of seeing these opportunities, and a couple of things happen. Number one, they don't open the emails anymore, right? The average email open rate is actually 1 to 3% in the industry. Okay, so people don't open the emails anymore because they're so sick and tired of seeing the same sales message every day, or they unsubscribe. That's basically it, all right? Now, with the strategy that I'm going to teach you how to do right now, you're going to be able to increase this to 20% or more. Can you imagine that? If you could more than, well, what's that? That's increasing your open rate by 20 times if it's at 1%, okay? That is going to tremendously change your business. Can you see how that would completely change your business, right? I mean, you're going from 1% to 20% open rate. That's a huge amount of difference, okay? Now, how do you actually do that? Well, you do something that I call building value. So instead of emailing back to the same sales page over and over and over again, what you want to do is you want to create value. Now let me show you how to do this, okay? Here's what we'll do. Now, you will email them a value piece. Okay, now this value piece can be anything. It could be a YouTube video. It could be a Facebook Live, right? It could be a blog article. It could be a YouTube stream. That's becoming quite popular right now, right? So it could be lots of different things, okay? But what you're doing is, instead of leading them directly back to the sales page, you're leading them to a valuable piece of content that you created, all right? And then if you want to, after the value creation, you get them to click on a little link which will lead directly to your product. And if they want to buy it, they will buy it. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But what you're doing is you're doing a very, very light sale, and you're not slamming them over the head with, a sales message over and over and over again. Does that make sense? Can you see how that would be very, very different? Okay. Now let me explain to you a little bit more about how you create value, because that's really what I want to hit home today. Let me just check my notes. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. So the reason why you must build value, before I explain, the process of how you do this, right, is because of this, all right? So this is basically the internet right now, okay? This is 99%, can you see this? Yes. This is 99% of the online space. It's just white noise, right? Everyone is like, down here, they're like slamming people over the head. They're like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, right? It's really, really hectic, okay? And so if you've been playing down here, that's why you haven't really been making any sales. It's because everybody looks the same. They keep hammering their list with a sales message and nobody cares, right? So they ignore you or they unsubscribe, and that's basically what happens, right? But when you build value, when you truly arm yourself with the good information and you provide it to your marketplace, what happens is you basically build a mountain for yourself, okay? And you stand out from the competition, and you should be right here at the top, yelling at the top of your voice saying, hey, look at me, I'm different. I'm different because I'm going to be giving you value, and I'm really going to be teaching you how to do this stuff, okay? So that's the first thing that you need to understand, and that's how you become a 1%er. Can you see that? That's a big, big difference, right? I mean, a picture paints 1,000 words, and literally this is the entire industry right now. All the affiliate marketers right now that are online are down here, 99% of them, all right? And this is why I'm constantly getting messages, like, Aaron, thank you so much for your content. It's really helped me. Wow, I've never seen videos like this before. You're amazing. You're actually teaching me how to do the right stuff. And all I'm doing really is I'm just teaching them what I know. It's really, really simple, okay? So the process of creating value is not that difficult. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, Aaron, how do I do this? How do I build value if I am brand new, if I've never done it before, right? So, actually, let me just get rid of that, right? How do I become an expert and give the marketplace value when I don't even know what I'm doing, right? And that's what you might be thinking. So let me give you the strategy right now, okay? So it's very simple because, and I'll lay this out for you, because when I first got started, I didn't really understand this too, right? Because you hear this a lot, like give value, build value, offer your prospects value. But how do you actually give value, right? Okay, so this is how it works, right? If you're brand new, then you probably don't know that much about internet marketing, right? So your job, okay, as an affiliate marketer, as an internet marketer, is to first of all understand, okay, and I'll do this properly. First of all, understand, what does the market want? What does the market want? Okay? What do they want to learn? Okay, and you can break it down, and this can be in any area. This could be in make money online, this could be in weight loss, this could be in the dating niche, this could be how to get six-pack abs, for example, right? What does the market actually want? What do they want to achieve? Okay, so what's their goal? So what is their goal? Now, let's just say we're talking about the the make money online space, because it's easy, because this is the space that I'm in, right? So what do people always want to learn? Okay, they want to learn. They want to learn all about traffic generation. Okay, they might want to learn about sales funnels. So write all this stuff down. You literally have to get into the market and really understand it, and then kind of figure out what they need to learn. They also need to learn about conversions, right? How do you convert your leads into sales? How do you build rapport? Maybe, right? How do you maintain a strong mindset? Okay. What else? Traffic, sales funnels, conversions, building rapport, mindset. How do you track your stuff, right? How do you not quit? Okay, it's very similar to mindset, right? So basically, you need to think about all the different topics that your particular niche customer might be interested in learning, okay? And then what you need to do is you need to go out there and learn it. That's basically it, right? There's no shortcuts, unfortunately, right? So if this is your first day in internet marketing, maybe you're not going to be able to do this, right? But if you're consuming really, really good content, all you have to do is learn that content, find out what your marketplace actually wants, learn about it, create little videos or pieces of content that we spoke about earlier, right? It could be a blog article, it could be a YouTube video, it could be a Facebook Live, it could be a YouTube stream, it could be an Instagram, 1-minute video, it could be anything. It could be a little picture on Facebook, it could be a little picture on Instagram, right? And you need to deliver little pieces of valuable content that your marketplace can actually use for themselves, okay? So how do you do that? Well, it's all about learning from the right people, right? So for example, I've got a YouTube channel, and this is what I tell a lot of my students to do. I said, go to my YouTube channel and literally spend a week on the YouTube channel and just watch all the videos, consume all the content. Now what you want to do is you want to take little ideas from each video, you want to internalize it, understand what's being said, okay? Understand the message, understand the concept, and then you want to create your own content based on what you understand in your own words and get it out in the marketplace. That's it. It's actually as simple as that, all right? So when people are like, Aaron, I'm not an expert. I don't know how to do this. Who am I to tell other people what they should and shouldn't be doing? Well, it's very simple, right? If you know one thing more than someone else, you are a person of value. I don't know if you realize that, right? But let's just say we're talking about weight loss, okay? If you knew the top 5 foods that have the highest level of protein and you're trying to teach someone about how to build a strong body, right? And you wrote an article about the top 5 foods that they can, access very easily in a supermarket, in any supermarket, in order for them to get the maximum amount of protein in their diet, and somebody who didn't know that reads your article, you are all of a sudden elevated into a position of power, and all of a sudden you are bringing value to the marketplace. It's really, really simple, right? So you might not be an overall expert yet, and that's the operative word, right? Yet. But the fact that you know one more thing than the next person that's consuming your content already positions you as an expert, as an authority, as a credible person, and you're giving value to the marketplace. It's really as simple as that, okay? So yes, it takes a bit of work. Yes, you're going to have to learn about traffic and conversions and mindset. For example, if you're in this industry, okay, if you're selling other products online, then you might, this might be slightly different. This might be about diet, about, different foods, about nutrition, about exercise, stuff like that, right? But you get the idea. And when you learn that, all you have to do is create great content and release it to your marketplace, okay, in little, short bursts like we spoke about earlier, via the autoresponder, okay? And as you do that, you build credibility, okay? Now, this is something that Gary Vaynerchuk, okay? And if you don't know who Gary V is one of the biggest online entrepreneurs out there. He calls it jab, 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 hook. In fact, he released a book about that. So he calls it jab, 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 right hook, okay? Now, what you're doing is, as you're building value, so every time you release, how do I do this? Okay, so every time you release a piece of value, so this is an email, right? So let's just say this is value, value, value. So what you're doing is you're literally jabbing. Like in boxing, you're jabbing, you're jabbing, you're jabbing. And what you're doing is every time you jab, you're sort of setting your your potential prospects up for a sale, because now they're like, ooh, this is a great piece of value. I just learned something from Bob. And then you dropped another email, they're like, ooh, I learned another great thing from Bob, and then another great thing from Bob. And then the right hook really is, oh, actually I should do this in red probably. The right hook is an email that you send out about an opportunity or a product that you're trying to sell. So what you've done is value, 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 sell. So it's like value, 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 and then the right hook is the sell, where you knock them out, right? If we're talking about boxing here. But in the context of marketing and building a business online, it's about getting them in so that they know, like, and trust you. And once they are actually trusting you, the right hook is really the sales pitch that you sell them. And because they know, like, and trust you already, they want to buy from you and they want to find out more. And that's how it works. Are you having some major aha moments right now? I hope you are, because I'm dropping bombs right now, okay? And that's really how it works. That's why the value game is so important, okay? And in tomorrow's episode, or sorry, the next episode, episode 3, which I'll deliver in a couple of days' time, we're actually going to talk about how to sort of build out your spider web so that as you are coming out with these pieces of content, how it really makes sense to your end user, to your potential prospects, okay? So if you're still kind of like, you're a little bit confused, you're like, okay, Aaron, I'm starting to get this stuff. I'm starting to understand that I don't really need to be an expert this second. I can, learn it over time, and as I learn it, I will come out with great pieces of content on the things that my niche area likes, and the more content, valuable content that I offer them, the more they like me, the more they build a relationship with me, and when I'm ready, I can release an email or a video or a sales page where I actually literally just ask for the sale, and then more of them will buy, and that's kind of how it works. Okay, so let me just make sure that I'm covering all this stuff for you. Cool. So listen, I think in this episode, what you've learned is you've learned all about what not to do, first of all. You don't want to hard sell your prospects, right? That's why a lot of people aren't making money in affiliate marketing, and why 99% of people just have no idea about this stuff at all, right? And now you understand that in order for you to get people to know, like, and trust you, you have to build value and bring value to the marketplace. And you also know that you don't need to be an expert, okay, straight away in order to become a person of value. It's very important to understand, right? And again, the product that I actually learned all this from is called the challenge, right? Now in the challenge, you actually learn how to do all of this, okay? You learn all about how to actually be a person of value, how to set yourself apart from the competition, how to brand yourself. And in episode number 3, we'll be talking about some of those things that you can do in your business in order to create that authority as well, okay? So again, you can get access to the challenge probably in the next few days. We're not going to talk about it right now, but I just wanted to mention that, again, I learned all this stuff from that course, and it's really, really amazing. It's changed my business completely, and if you want to get access to it over the next few days, you'll be able to check it out if you want, completely up to you, of course, okay? So let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below, okay? What do you think of this whole thing about, value? Have you seen that strategy that I spoke about right at the start of this training? Have you seen that strategy before, where you just send a whole bunch of traffic to some random duplicated website where you got a whole bunch of offers? And if you've tried it, have you actually made any sales from it? I'm pretty sure that you haven't if you've tried that, okay? So let me know in the comments below, did you enjoy this episode? What are some of the aha moments you got from this session today? And look out for your email, okay? Because over the next couple of days, I'm going to send you episode number 3. And in episode number 3, we will actually talk about how to build out your sales funnel, okay? How it should look like. We spoke a little bit about it today. I'm going to give it to you in more detail, all right? How my actual sales funnels look like, okay? And then we're going to talk about how to build the spider web, okay, to supercharge your authority in the market so that people know, like, and trust you. You separate yourself from the 99% of people that have no idea what they're doing, and you become a true 1%er. My name is Aaron Chen. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll speak to you very, very soon.